All right, F1 and motorsport fans, we are back. Day 4 of the Barcelona Shakedown is in the books, and this session delivered momentum, setbacks, and first-time running that matters. Today wasn't about fast lap headlines. It was about evolution, reliability, and how teams are approaching the final stretch of Shakedown before Bahrain testing. Before we break it down, make sure you hit like, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe so you don't miss out on all your F1 testing and paddock activity breakdown. Let's get into it. The big picture. Thursday's session was the penultimate day of Barcelona Shakedown. Most teams were focusing on data and program completion, not lap times. But a few standout developments emerged. That includes Mercedes, once again stacking power unit mileage, Ferrari gathering dry running data, McLaren being held up by a fuel system issue, and Aston Martin finally hitting the track after days of delay. Who ran on day 4? Today's confirmed running included Mercedes, both drivers, Ferrari, both drivers, McLaren, Oscar Piastri, Racing Bulls, both drivers, Cadillac, Sergio Perez, Aston Martin, and Stroll. The teams that did not run today included Alpine, Audi, Haas, Red Bull, and, of course, Williams, who are not attending. Let's talk teams. Mercedes, continued dominance. Mercedes once again set the pace with its W17 in the unofficial Day 4 results. George Russell clocked an unofficial fastest lap of the week so far with a 1 minute 16.445, and Kimi Antonelli posted a strong backup time in the morning. The Silver Arrows also put huge mileage on the car, completing well over 150 laps between them. Extending their reliability advantage, this was Mercedes' final permitted shakedown day, and their ability to run long programs with few issues speaks volumes about their preparation heading into Bahrain. Ferrari, a productive dry run. Ferrari's Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc also put in a heavy day of running. Hamilton completed upwards of 80 laps in dry conditions, a valuable comparison point after their challenging Day 1 and Day 2 runs in mixed conditions. He described the mileage as amazing and critical for understanding the SF26 behaviour. Collectively, the two Ferrari drivers accumulated around 170 laps on Thursday, giving engineers a strong data bank for setup and durability. McLaren, program interrupted. McLaren's Day 4 was defined by Oscar Piastri's running in the new MCL. He completed 48 laps in the morning, marking his first substantial mileage of the shakedown. But a fuel system issue then curtailed their progress, forcing the team to pull the car and investigate rather than continue running. Piastri said it was nice to be back in the car and emphasised that McLaren are taking the time to understand the problem properly rather than rush back out. Racing Bulls and Cadillac. Consistent progress. Racing Bulls continued their methodical program with Arvid Lindblad and Liam Lawson splitting duties and accumulating laps without major issue. Sergio Perez also put consistent kilometres on the board for Cadillac, contributing to overall mileage. Their programs may not grab headlines, but they are exactly what you want from a shakedown. Clean, repeatable data that engineers can trust. Aston Martin, first track run. One of the bigger moments of Day 4 was Aston Martin's overdue debut. The AMR 26 finally hit the track in the final hour of the session after missing the first 3 days due to production delays. Lance Stroll got the wheel for the first running, completing a handful of laps in the closing stages. It wasn't headline-grabbing program, but it finally gets the Silverstone team into the mileage game, a crucial step before Bahrain. Some key technical themes. Here's where Day 4 really matters. 1. Reliability and mileage trump lap times. Mercedes and Ferrari both showed how important solid running is under the new 2026 regulations. Long sessions at varying power unit modes gives engineers far more usable data than occasional fastest laps. 2. Managing complexity. McLaren's curtailed day shows that even well-prepared teams can encounter unexpected system issues. It's not just about going fast, it's about understanding how to fix new systems quickly. And 3. Late appearances shape narrative. Aston Martin finally joining the track, even briefly, reshuffles expectations. 2 days of running remain, and how teams use them could define their early season direction. Who to watch on Day 5? As we head into the final day of Barcelona Shakedown, Aston Martin will get more meaningful running time. McLaren will pursue fixes and maximise mileage. Red Bull, Haas, Alpine, and Audi will return for their final scheduled runs. Teams will start thinking about Bahrain test strategies and power unit adaptations before the season starts in Australia. That's your Day 4 breakdown. Mercedes and Ferrari continue to impress with mileage and stability. McLaren are methodically working through issues, and Aston Martin finally answered the call with their first laps of the week. For all your F1 testing breakdown, subscribe at All Motorsports Podcast, and I look forward to bringing you day 5. Until then, I'm Nathan. This is All Motorsports Podcast. Thanks for watching.